another video. We are continuing with the solution to the January 2024 CXC math paper, and we are at question 3b. It says the diagram below shows an equilateral triangle FG and H whose base is 13 centimeter and its height is h. Calculate the value of h. How do we go about calculating the value of h? So some of the things that we need to remember that if it is an equilateral triangle, it means that all sides of the triangle are of the same length. And if they are all of the same length, it also means that this angle here is equal to 60 degrees, that angle there is equal to 60 degrees, and that angle here is also equal to 60 degrees. So those are the basic concepts of an equilateral triangle. How are we going to calculate the value of each? Now, there are two things. First, if we recognize there is the h is a vertical line that falls down and it's perpendicular with the base, it means that these two sides are also equal. So therefore this side is 6.5 centimeters and this side is also equal to 6.5 centimeters, and 6.5 plus 6.5 is equal to 13 centimeters. So that's the basic concept that we could use. Now, so we realize that we have a right angle triangle. So we have a right angle triangle where we have a right angle triangle. That side is equal to 13 centimeters. This side is equal to 6.5 centimeters. And so therefore, in order for us to find the value of h, we can apply Pythagorean theorem. So applying Pythag, so if we apply Pythagoras theorem, what do we know? Is that the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other side. So let us call this side d just for argument's sake, right? So it means that hg squared is going to be equal to hd squared plus dg squared. So if we just apply substitute the values here now, so we have 13 squared is equal to hd squared, which I don't know, plus 6.5 squared. So therefore hd squared, by making hd the subject, is going to be equal to 13 squared minus 6.5 squared. So 13 squared is 169 minus 6.5 squared is 42.25. So 169 minus 140 minus 42.5 is equal to 126.75. So hd squared, which is equal to h, is equal to 126.75, and therefore hd is equal to the square root of 126.75, and that is equal to 11.26 centimeter, rounded off to 2 places of decimal. And that's how we would have gone about solving that question. So, having recognized that we could have used Pythagoras' theorem to solve the question, we could also apply the trig ratio. Because as we said earlier, if this angle is 90 degrees, this angle here is 60 degrees, and this angle is 30 degrees. Okay, so that much we know. So having used Pythagoras' theorem, what do we know? If we are going to use the trig ratio, we know that this side of the triangle is called the in this case the opposite, because it's the opposite of this angle here, and this side is called the hypotenuse. So if we apply the sine ratio, applying the sine ratio, what could we do? If we use the sine ratio, we know that sine is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. So therefore, sine theta is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. That means sine of 60 degrees is equal to the opposite, which I don't know, which is h over 13 centimeters. So therefore, h is going to be equal to 13 centimeters times sine 60. Then the sine of 60 is equal to 0.866. So therefore, 13 times 0.866. Let's calculate that. 13 times sine 60 is equal to 11.26, which is equal to 11.26 centimeters. Okay, so that's one way. We could also have used the cos ratio, because the cos ratio is saying the tan ratio. The tan ratio. We could also use the tan ratio, that tan theta is equal to the opposite over the adjacent. So in this case, if we are using this angle here, then the opposite side would be h. So therefore, tan 60 is equal to the opposite side, which I don't know. So we call that h over the adjacent, which is equal to 6.5 centimeters. So h is going to be equal to 6.5 centimeters times tan 60. And when we do that, let's go 6.5 times tan 60 is equal to 11.28, equal to 11.26 centimeter. So either way, we could have applied the trig ratios, we could have applied the Pythagorean theorem in order to calculate this question, to find the value of h. So again, as long as we practice, you will do well. So therefore, I'm asking you, if you are having any question, please leave a comment. We will answer the questions that you are having issues with. And be blessed. Wish you all the